y'all? Welcome to the Just the Guys podcast, episode 158. Big 158, 158 weeks of sitting down, recording, and sharing our thoughts and experiences, visions, everything with y'all. Feels great to look back.
Yeah, it does.
Let me put on the timer. For some people. We got about 60 seconds. So, calm down. Doesn't matter if you're a he, she, or they, or them. My bad. Doesn't matter if you're a he, she, or they, or them. When you tune in, it's us.
Yeah.
Welcome, man. My name is Rod. Rod with the gray shirt. Got Ryu right here. You can't see him, but yeah, he's on the shirt. We got Denzel back, a familiar face. It's been a minute since he's been here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody?
There we go. Exactly, and it's fitting this time. It makes sense. Yeah.
I hope you're doing all right.
It tracks. Reach out.
Yeah.
Reach out and tell us how
Terrell.
it go.
Terrell with the
he
good
did.
things.
He reached out. Oh, some JTG lore. Let's go.
Okay. Go ahead.
He came. He on my birthday. He went to my YouTube and commented on my Kazuya video, telling me like, "Happy birthday," and he knows like you probably don't mess with him no more, but he just wanted to wish me a happy birthday, and he had to do some things. But yeah, I did. I just said thank you. I appreciate that, and I left it at that. But I hope you're doing all right.
Okay.
Because I was lost, so can only imagine.
Your sound clip now.
Yeah. You still with us though.
Okay, well that's great. That's great to hear. That last
good.
part is awesome, actually. I think he did take a look. I think his name might be Melodic or something like that on TikTok. Because somebody looked at my profile, like I think on the 22nd, on TikTok, and it was like they had a Gears. There's a classic Bear gamer or classic Bear picture, profile picture, and they looked at it, and I was like, okay, this, who could this be? And I didn't click on the thing, but yeah, it got to be him because I don't think anything else makes sense. And he would have a name like that, like Melodic or something.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing well, man. We can't be associated no more. That's all. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, friend.
Eat just not at our table.
Yeah,
I know what it means now.
Yep.
But I wish him well though.
You want to see him eat, but just not at our table. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Man. So something I want to talk about right now. It's gonna be really quick. Not something because we already talking about men and men going through things. It's June is Men's Mental Health Month, so it's also Pride Month.
Another round.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. There's not really too much I can say on that. Just if you know a man that's strong and they seem strong and they're struggling, please check on them. Pay attention to your strong friends. Pay attention to strong acquaintances. Even if they seem like they got it all together, always check on those people. It's not just men. It's just right now we're focusing on the men because, they need a little bit of help. I think women are starting to rise and not rise, but it's starting to show how much support that women have compared to men. I think it's glaringly obvious now. Yeah, it's glaringly obvious now how much support women have as opposed to like how much support the men have. And obviously this varies from situation to situation, but yeah, just look out for you guys, bro. Support them. No more of that. I mean, we still gonna horseplay and be hard on them and make them tough and do stuff like that, but just support your guy friends. Try to coach them, guide them. Like anybody, your young nephews, cousins, little brothers, like little kids that you see on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like all the guys that you see in your life, young men, old men.
You watching this right now.
Even older men, look out for them, man. Have conversations with them. Try to support each other. We can't always be competing because the numbers.
You can learn from other people. Anybody.
Oh so, yeah.
Conversating and finding out what's wrong, you can learn something. Learn from like how you like to think, or you can learn about how they like to make decisions, and you can learn new things every day.
Yeah. Just really look out for each other, man.
Mm.
But
Now we got the PC shit out the way. Hey, y'all, wake the fuck up. Yeah, 158, 150 fucking 8, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? How y'all living? Denzel
I know
like
what
a
y'all want to see.
mastermind.
The reactions.
The reactions, they there. We put out a nice little pack. We've been consistently putting up a reaction at least a handful of times a week. They've been getting some videos, so and they're about to get some more. We're gonna load that shit up tomorrow. Y'all about to get Pusha T. Y'all about to get a Throwback Thursday. Y'all will get a Clips album reaction because that shit is just heat already off of just features. Y'all getting all of that. Oh yeah, I didn't go back to these old episodes for nothing. I went back to see myself bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I was like, oh, yes. I was super excited at first. You know, in the beginning, I was like, yo, let's do this, blah 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 blah. And then, you know, I feel like I got to, what's the word? My passion for the stuff. I got too much into the numbers. I should say that. Because, you know, when we put out those gaming videos and we see like the return we get, it didn't, you know, match the investment. If that makes sense. So it was just like, that's kind of where I was like, oh, I finally got the answer for that. Why it, the passion may have dwindled a bit, but you know, we're back. I'm here. What? Oops, I'll edit every video. Let's get it. What we got? We just gotta sit down and hit record. So here we are.
Yeah.
What did Kendrick say? Hey, for 5 years, nothing moved me.
Yeah. It be like that. That's kind of how I am with streaming right now.
Y'all on YouTube ain't doing shit that inspires me. That's what's going on here. Y'all the reactors ain't doing shit. Y'all podcasters ain't doing nothing. I'm not inspired. I'm not moved. I had to go back and look at my younger self and get inspired.
You know, it's a crazy thing.
I'm talking shit.
Okay, just because it made me remember. When it comes to like being inspired and stuff, like I look at movies, I see people talking and stuff. I mean, but like I'll collect videos that I like particularly, put them in a playlist or save them and put them in a Discord server per se, and I'll usually just watch those. I'll just watch those, even though I've seen them before. I'll just watch those over and over to get new information. I learn something new, and I just look at them to inspire me. When I'm feeling down, I'll look at videos, and it is like videos that I collected or that I like to look at. And it's like sometimes I'll have it on repeat while I'm doing something, and it's just like it helps. It's that affirmation.
Yeah,
it's affirmation while you're doing something. So when everything is going to crap, like I was just like, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about this, and that's all the time. I need something to calm myself. Sometimes I'll just have like white noise in the background. Remember I had those like something hertz, like 852 hertz. You remember those? Like those little sounds? Yeah, I'll just have those play in the background at a low volume, and that just calms the mess out of my head. And I'm just like, okay, now I can do anything. Now I can do my missions in Fortnite. Now I can do my now I can walk to work and not feel like angry. I can do a lot of stuff I didn't think I could. It helps. It helps. Like find something that works for you.
Well, this industry's not doing it for me. I gotta do it myself, I guess. You know, side note, this is off the random, but it kind of bleeds into one of the topics we have. I seen some of the comments on the Joey Badass reaction we did for the Throwback Thursday, and there's this one comment from this guy. I think his name was or whoever they are. I don't want to, misgender them, but their name was like Stillwaters1, I think, something like that. They were just giving us suggestions on like what Capital Steez album, and then he was like, they were like, they've been a fan of us since the Not Like Us, that long video we did, the Not Like Us, Family Matters, 616, that video. And they're like, yeah, you guys are one of the first people to catch the 616, Kendrick rapping from Drake's perspective. And I was like, you know what? When people start talking about this at like years down the line, right? You know how many people are gonna sit there and like say we are like part of history because we were one of the first people to catch that. You get what I'm saying? So people are talking about that, and I'm like, I could just imagine like people in their like groups talking about, oh, what's the dirt caught this, and they'd be like, no, like this channel over here, this little channel over here, they caught it first. And I'm
documented.
like, it's documented, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, like low key, we're part of history, low key. I'm glad we did that video the way we did it and all that shit. So I was like, oh yeah, we locked in for real. But
Drake. Terrell with the good takes is what I was gonna say. I saw the comment and then I seen another one from Cricket778 saying, "Interchangeable my ass. Drake is acting. Kendrick is real. Drake is pop. Kendrick is hip hop. Drake makes music for himself. Kendrick made music for the people." And then they keep going.
But I didn't say nothing to that comment because I'm like, okay, you're speaking from like the future, like in hindsight, like yeah, what I said didn't make sense. But in the moment, in real time, listening to those tracks back to back, oh yeah, before we even hit Not Like Us or Meet the Grams, I was just like, oh yeah, I have this shit kind of even right now because we only had Euphoria, then Family Matters. And then after that, I was like, oh, I already know who the winner is. We don't even gotta talk about that. But that leads to our first topic. Pusha T, Clips, and Def Jam. For those who don't know, Clips has an album coming out July 11th, and they have a Kendrick feature on it. It's been teased for a while. We've known about this for, I want to say almost a year. I want to say give or take. A little bit after the beef. So like 6 months, like half a year. We've known about this Kendrick feature, and Def Jam said that they weren't going to release the album if they don't take the Kendrick feature off. If they take the feature off, they'll release the album, no problem. And it's just because they don't want to get tied into the legalities of the UMG lawsuit. So I'm just like, okay, so what ended up happening, Clips got dropped from Def Jam. And what I think they're going to do is go to Rock Nation, release the album there. They can really release it independent and be fine still.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you should probably like preface this with saying, like, prime the listeners, tell them who Clips is.
Oh, Clips. I don't think
a lot of people know. Yeah,
Clips, grinding. If y'all know grinding, I don't know what to tell y'all. But Clips is Pusha T and his brother, No Malice. And they broke up for a bit because Malice went to go and he found God and religion, and he was taking that really serious. So he just stopped rapping. But now he's back rapping. And I heard on this track, Ace Trumpets, that they were spitting. And I heard Malice, people can't even tell like who had the better verse on there. And Malice was the Clips were one of the ones back then. So and Pusha T, that goes without saying. We've seen what Pusha T can do. But yeah, that's Clips in a nutshell. They're coming back. They linked up with Terrell for this album, so this album has to be straight heat and Louis V flips and cocaine, drug talk, flip. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. But yeah, Def Jam didn't want to get tied into the legalities, so they just dropped Clips. Again, I don't know much about the music industry and the business aspect, but I do feel like it would be in the Clips' best interest to go to Rock Nation because it's Jay-Z. You guys frequently collab with Jay-Z. It only makes sense, you know? Or just stay independent. Who gives a fuck? You really don't need the fucking labels anyways to pop. Like a young boy. Highest streaming numbers. He's about to go on a fucking tour and sell out. I already know that. Now I don't even gotta see where he's going or nothing. I know them shit's gonna sell out. So you really don't need the little
boy is different now.
Yeah, so he's a changed man, right?
Yeah, because he's like a Mormon now, right?
I don't know.
But also, I don't know what he's going through right now. But I was gonna say that his music in general, like his work ethic, because he was dropping project after project.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like he was just pushing out all this music. I wouldn't really say it all. Say it's like it sounds the same because Some of the songs like they have that Louisiana twang, like that bounce to it. It has a bounce. It just sounds like a real like a groovy kind of like street track. I don't know how to explain it, but it has like that jazzy bounce, and then it's like hard hip hop and lyrics, and it's street rap, like real just gangster rap. That's what it is. Almost like kind of like what Boosie used to do back in the day with his tracks, where it's like the way he rapping, it's just like it sounds so aggressive. I set this bitch off like this and that. And you listen to the tracks, listen to the extra instrumental, and it's like it's getting you hype, it's giving you energy.
Yeah,
it's like that, but yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like they got the trumpets, you hear that, you hear the guitars and stuff. But then you take that and you modernize it, push it forward like 10 years in the future. That's Young Boy. That's what his sound is.
But I like that this is happening, because then it shatters the Drake fans' narrative that Drake is the one being suppressed, when in reality it's like Kendrick is more so being suppressed now because of this. Because now record labels are scared that if he's featured, that he's going to say something that will get them tied up into a legal battle with Drake. So it's just like, it's just funny to me, because now it's like, what are you guys going to say to this now? Because you guys are still trying to hold Kendrick down, or hold Kendrick to this, that he's this industry darling, when in reality, I think it's the opposite. If he just said, fuck the industry, and now Def Jam don't want to put this album out because of a feature. And I heard people talk about the verse itself. People have heard the verse, and I don't know the content of the verse. I just know that people said that Kendrick got busy on it, but that there was no disses to anybody in it. I think Rob Markman said it's not a diss, it's more of like a state of union. Like, I'm just talking about what's the state of everything right now. You get what I'm saying? So if that's what is to be expected, then I don't know. I'm excited as fuck to hear the verse, but it's just, how they are. They're going to say Kendrick's dragging it. Let's shut the fuck up.
It's crazy, because the man is a ghost, and he's not one of the greats because he's not dropping music. And he comes out, kills your favorite rapper,
and does what your favorite rapper does, which is sub the fuck out of everybody. And Push said that if the line is direct with Drake, with his subliminals at Push said he's ready to start this shit up again. He said he don't even rate Drake no more. He said after the suing thing, he said, I can't even rate that man no more. And they did a whole GQ magazine interview. He's like, I can't even rate him. And he was like, if it came to him throwing out a sub and I hear it and it is direct, now I'll kick this shit back up.
I forgot about that, and that's so pussy. I totally forgot about that.
The sue?
He dead ass sued that man.
Yeah.
For defamation.
For defamation.
Of character. Like, what?
And then I think that's what his red button was this whole time, was the lawsuit, because now you kind of did fuck the game up now, because now it's almost like an attempt to blackball Kendrick, because now these labels won't. But Kendrick doesn't need these features on these albums. He doesn't need it. Look at the stadium tour he's doing. He doesn't need none of this from these other people. I feel like he just fucks with Pusha T and Clips and Pharrell and all of them. So of course he's gonna hop on the track, But that's just where I'm at. I just want to see the Drake fans, and I kind of want to post some more shit on TikTok and see the Drake fans go crazy.
Nuts, yeah.
I like that.
I want to see that too. Like stirring up drama. Spreading misinformation. Not spreading misinformation, but like getting people in their feelings.
Yeah.
What they call it now, what the youngest call it?
Rage baiting. Rage baiting.
Bro, speaking of these youngins, man, what's up with the whole like glazing thing? Like, why do they like harp on that so much? There's such a focus on if you give somebody some praise, or like, God forbid you give somebody some admiration, give them props. They're like, oh, you're glazing them, you're glazing. It's like, do you niggas not like give nobody respect anymore? You don't pay homage? Y'all don't do that? Like, y'all don't say, hey man, I'm not gonna lie, He been working his ass off. He's cooking. I mean, I can't believe this man's dropping 20 points now. He used to be ass on the court.
Blazer.
Now he's really dropping 20 in the finals. Like that's crazy. Like, hey, make sure you zip him up when you're done. Like they say shit like that. But like,
Or
dang,
wipe your
your
mouth.
ass hurt. Yeah, and it's just like, bruh, like, so I'm just supposed to hate? Why is hating? Why is it okay to just like hate on somebody as much as you want to? But the second you give somebody a compliment or some props, they be like, okay, little bro, like chill out
I just
before I
think
get you a Krispy Kreme hat.
they can't process it. I don't think it's easier to hate. It's just easy to say fuck this shit. It's just dumb as fuck with no backing behind it. Or yo, you just doing too much. It's like you complimenting them at too much. Like it's literally like it's just easier to do that.
You could really praise somebody and compliment them too much. Y'all say that to Christians? Like, let me stop. Because it just makes no sense to me. Because I went. That was way left. I apologize. But that's just the first thing I thought of. Like, you really can't give anybody praise or admiration or like respect them because
you can't.
Then you glaze them. And like, why is that a negative thing? Why is it negative to show love?
Why is it called that?
Even if like why is it negative to do that? But it's not negative to hate.
Right.
Why? Like, there's a Mac Miller poster up behind this TV. It's not my poster, right? Mm-hmm. That is a great rapper. I didn't really listen to him like that, but that's a great rapper, and I would stand by that.
Top 5.
People would say that's like glazing.
Top 5 white rappers.
Even when I don't know, man. I don't know. Now it's different if you say that somebody can do no wrong.
Someone's he's the greatest of all time. Yeah, no skips.
And like Jesus on land, like stuff like that, or
bodies ever
the
featured.
best thing since what they say, the best thing since pockets on t-shirts, the best thing since
sliced
Jesus
bread,
turn water into wine. Yeah, like all the shit that they be saying, bro. Or the savior of this, the savior of that. Then it's like, okay,
the goat, he's the goat.
You're doing a little too much. But when somebody deserves praise for hard work and grinding that they've been doing, like, just let that fly. It's deserved. It's well deserved. Let that fly. There's nothing negative to say. We need to spread more love in our community anyway. So like, let's do that. Okay, let's not have issues with that, please, because that is mad annoying. I think I'm gonna crash on somebody.
What did Denzel say? You got your dashiki on. That's what he was saying.
Oh, he loves saying that shit. Every time I say something that's like a little bit profound, he'd be like, "All right, I got a dashiki on." I'm just like,
I just thought of that when you were like, "We gotta spread love in our community."
Oh Lord, yeah. I guess it was fitting right there. It was really fitting. That's fair.
Activism.
Yeah. Rod the Activist. That's my name now. I'm not gonna lie.
I can run a dashiki and then have like this on the poster. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. Might sell some.
Listen, I don't have Africa tatted. I don't have the Black Power logo tatted. Right? I'm not even going by Robbie Power anymore, so you can't call me an activist. I'm not doing that. I'm past that phase.
Okay.
I'm a free thinker now. I'm a free thinker.
He's a free thinker. I like that one too.
Yeah. I'm a free thinker. That's all. I try to look at both sides, look at the positives, or not the positives, but like I try to look at both sides and just take the information that I can and process it the way I want to and see what it means to me. That's what I like to do. I like to think critically.
Well, okay. Question for that. So, can you catch yourself when you think of something in a biased tone? Like
yes, I can. I can do it, but that takes time, effort, and it takes strength.
And it's hard. It's hard to catch that in real time.
I can catch it, but the thing is, sometimes I don't have people say, "Oh, it doesn't cost anything to be nice." Like sometimes to go above and beyond, it does. It costs energy. It costs a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like to be patient with someone, to be passionate about something, or like to be forgiving. That stuff takes a lot of energy. Or like when I'm being biased towards something, when I'm having a debate, it's like I gotta say my piece. Then I'll be like, I'm not gonna lie. When you said this, it did make sense, but you should have explained it this way. I couldn't let you have that. Like I'll be honest and say that. I did that the other day. This guy kept saying, "Oh, humans, we're flesh donuts." I'm like, what the fuck do you mean by that? He's like, yeah, we're just like a donut. Like we have one hole that goes all the way through. And I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm
And he was
fucking dead.
like our mouth. And I'm not even gonna talk about this on because we're gonna be talking
I
about
know
this
what
for
you
like 30
mean. I
minutes.
know what you mean.
We're gonna be talking about this for like 30 minutes. And I told him I disagree. You're goofy. We sat there and talked about this for like 20 minutes, man. He's really trying to convince me. And I see what he means. And it's funny because I brought up an example about what he was saying, which he was
Mm.
saying like, like they're connected all the way through. So if they're connected, it's one whole. And I was like, no, it's not because they're separate pieces or whatever. Anyway, I was saying things that are more similar to like a donut would be like a ring, a necklace. And he was like, okay, what about this? And he took like a roll, there's like a roll of stickers.
Mm.
And he like put his hand through it, and I was like, yeah, but that's smaller. And I was like, something like this has two different holes. So I thought about it, and I was like, if he had said, what if this tube, like a toilet paper roll, was elongated, does that have two holes?
We talked
And then if
about
I
this on
was
the
like,
podcast about a straw. I was like, does a straw have two holes or just one?
oh,
The
I
old
think you're right.
episode. We talked
Yeah, I
about
think you're
that.
right. And what did we say?
I think I said two holes, but now that I'm older, it's one hole.
Because because it's like the way
And
you
Google
could do
says
like,
it is one hole as well.
yeah, because the way you could break the argument is, okay, so how, like, why does it have two holes now? And then you shrink the straw, like you cut the straw and make it this big. How many
Mm-hmm.
holes is it? Is it still
Still,
two? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
one.
So yeah, so it's like does the length of the object make it two holes? Because
Mm-hmm.
what I was explaining was like in this building, if it was just one hallway, or like if you just open the building, it's a passage. There's a door here and a door there. There's two doors. There's two entrances. There's an entrance and an exit. So those are two separate areas. That's two different holes. But then it's like it's really just a matter of the space and how big the object is.
That example right there debunks that is two holes right? Because if you have two doors, you don't have one door connecting the outside on each side. You have two different doors. So in theory,
Yeah.
with the same like a straw or a tube, you have two different holes. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like it could go both ways.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like we're both right. I don't know. It's hard. I don't really
Two things
know.
can be true. Two things can be true.
Reminds me of physics, like with black holes.
Mhm.
And they don't really know. They just know that stuff goes into a black hole, and they just assume it's spaghettification. But they take the mathematical equations for a black hole. They'd be like, okay, but everything goes into a black hole and never comes out because the gravity is so dense. It comes out somewhere, and they're coming up. If you change the mathematical equations for a black hole and reverse it, it still works. And what's the opposite of a black hole? A white hole. And what a white hole does? It shoots out stuff infinitely.
Mhm.
Like it's just infinitely shooting out stuff. So that's the opposite.
Right.
And it's literally the same thing. It's just like a black hole pulling stuff in and a white hole somewhere else in the universe spitting it out somewhere else. So a black hole could be, let's say a black hole's in our solar system. It's pulling stuff in. And another part of the universe, our universe or a different universe where a white hole could be, is shooting out that same matter. Like you throw a Coke can in there, it'll come out somewhere else in a different form. But it works, but it's like we don't have a grasp or understanding of it yet.
Yeah.
But we know it's there.
Oh, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, honestly.
I had a whole topic in my fucking head and I fucking forgot it. Damn. Getting old. I'm getting
Save
old.
it for the next podcast.
I might have to, huh?
Yeah.
It was something about the younger generation. I was about to say they kind of cooked, I think. I was about to say they kind of cooked. Just the younger generation and just how they are going to develop throughout their years and where social media takes them. Because now it's like, I don't know, a lot of the internet stuff is kind of starting to bleed into real life. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thought process, the hive mind, the I can't think for myself shit is starting to bleed into their real life, which is crazy to me. I'm trying to think what else happened in fucking the news too. It's been a really slow news week. We started hurricane season 2 in Florida, and
Yeah,
North
it's been
Carolina gets
raining for the
hurricanes
last
too.
2-3 days.
Straight.
It's crazy.
It's
You said
raining
West
straight.
Carolina getting hurricanes?
Y'all, that's y'all natural disaster. Y'all get hurricanes. Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
shit.
It hasn't been in the shot. Oh, I've been here.
You guys got hit, or North Carolina got hit
Was
last
it
year
last year?
in Asheville. Yeah.
Oh, Asheville. Oh, yeah. We got
Yeah.
hit in Yeah, I've been here since 2005. In Charlotte, there hasn't been like a hurricane that hit
Mhm.
Charlotte and demolished Charlotte, but I mean,
Yeah.
that can change.
I
Every
mean,
day's a
don't say
different day.
that. Yeah, let's not even speak
Yeah,
on that. But
I'm not gonna
yeah,
say. Mhm.
right. But what I'm saying, well, he's trying to say is that like that's the natural disaster that you guys have to deal
For
with.
your
Like you might
state.
not get hit with them often. Like we definitely do since we're right here on the East Coast, East and South Coast, and it's like we're right on the water, below sea level. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely getting hit if something forms out in the Gulf. But as far as like other places like North Carolina, South Carolina, like even New York got hit with a hurricane, which is crazy. Because
Yeah.
I don't remember what hurricane that was. But it literally just
Sandy or Matthew? One of those, I think.
maybe Sandy.
One of those
Maybe
went up
Sandy. But
there
yeah,
as like a 2 or a 1 or some shit. It went up there though. That's fucking
I mean
insane.
it could
But
be worse. You could be in a place like Texas. They
yeah,
getting hit with tornadoes, hurricanes. Do they get earthquakes? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I looked at
Yeah.
a map. I seen a map recently on Twitter, and it's broke down like each state's natural like disaster that they have frequently. And I was like, there has to be a spot where there's nothing, right? Nope. Everywhere has fucking something. The South, we have hurricanes. In the Midwest, you have tornadoes.
Tornadoes.
Up north, you have blizzards and snowstorms.
Blizzards.
And then in like North and South Dakota and the surrounding states, you got wildfires. And then the West Coast has earthquakes and wildfires.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't know if it's still burning out there in Cali. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But
It was burning
man,
down here for a while too. By the Keys, they had to shut down the roads going to the Keys a couple of times. Yeah, it was really dry down here. So I'm kind of glad that we do have this rain.
Yeah. Whew, the
Climate
world
change.
is a scary place, man.
Climate change. These hurricanes are
life is
scary as
ridiculous.
fuck. These hurricanes are scary as shit. The rapid intensification that one day it'll be a tropical storm, the next day it's a Cat 4, Cat 5. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Now everybody's scrambling for water, canned goods, and gas.
All I can say is have your evacuation plan. I'm telling you. I told my girl, I was like, yo, we're going to have a bag. Kobu's going to have an extra set of food specifically tucked for if we had to grab and go. Or have all that shit. I'm going to have a bag just ready, filled with just boxers, t-shirts, essentials, whatever. Just in case we got to dip. Then we can just dip because I am not playing that game. I am not playing
That's very smart.
I'm not playing those games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if y'all don't have any closing thoughts, we could probably wrap this.
Oh, Denzel got up, so we probably can wrap it.
Yeah, because I don't really have much else to say. All I wanted to say was like talk about tattoos a little bit because I got one today.
Okay, what you got?
I got a diamond. It's like a diamond, just real simple diamond, and then it has like some lines on the outside, like showing that it's shining, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I have like an atomic symbol. Like like you ever seen Jimmy Neutron? And you know how they have I have like one of those. Just real simple stuff on my left arm because my left arm is more of like a patchwork kind of sleeve, but I think I'm gonna bring it together instead of just having it be patchwork, and I might start doing background soon, like maybe add some clouds or something. And then my right arm is gonna be it's a Japanese sleeve, but I'm gonna finish them up because the last time I had work done on my Japanese sleeve is 2021.
Yeah.
Which is insane. 4 years ago.
4 years ago. I'm telling you.
So I took my shirt off at the shop today, and he was looking at it. He was like, "Wow." He's like, "Hey, Brandon, come look at this great job I did." And he was looking at it, he was like, "Bro, that's sick." And he's like, "Yeah, that's that dragon." And then like at the top, it's like this long ass dragon, like this long, and it's like this wide. And I was like, "Damn, that's my arm, man." I just think it's really cool. But yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to get on here and basically just talk about like the growth that we've all had on this podcast from the very beginning to now, since I was like going through the episodes. I've been saying that I wanted to go through the episodes. One, because I ran out of podcasts to fucking listen to because I'm tired of hearing Joe Budden's shit takes on shit. So I was like, what else am I going to listen to? And I was like, I figured I'd just go back and listen to our stuff. And my goodness, bro, we've grown a lot. I know, because I was all my love, my early failed relationships and situationships at the beginning that I was talking about and all that shit. And look, I'm found love, grown. I don't get too heated anymore. I can kind of articulate myself a little bit better. I'm dead. I can articulate myself better. I'm happy. I'm calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, and I feel like I could still produce videos at a high level still. I still have that drive to still do it. I have a list of, what was I gonna say? I have a list of fucking Throwback Thursday videos in my phone of like, I was like, okay, we got, I'm not gonna say, just to keep the surprise, I'm not gonna say what our next Throwback Thursday is gonna be, but I already have the next one after that already lined up that we can do. And it's a Pusha T song featuring somebody else. I'm not gonna say who, but it's a Pusha T song that we should do in light of everything that's happening right now. I'll let y'all put 2 and 2 together. And then I have one for the next one. I'm gonna try to put Rod onto some shit. I'm gonna try to put Rod onto some Lupe Fiasco, and I have a song already lined up. I'll break it down for you. I have 2 really, but I think the first one's a little too much because it's an 8-minute song and it's a lot of lyrics. It's a lot of bars, but it's such a great fucking song.
Bring it up. Bring the lyrics up.
It's such a great song, but I have just a line of videos just kind of ready to go, or like ideas. I'm starting to like piece them together for the channel. And then of course, we still haven't stepped into the media aspect yet of like TV shows and movies. I know, but season 3 of Squid Games is coming out. I'm watching that shit on day 1, and I'm gonna try to finish it as soon as possible so we can come here and talk about it.
It was episode by episode. I don't remember.
No, I think they drop it as a full on, like, here's the whole season. So
I won't be able to watch it all the way through on day 1 because I started watching it. You know, there's a couple things. I started watching it with my girlfriend, so I got to finish it with my girlfriend.
Yep,
and I
same.
know she's never going to be down to just
binge it,
sit there and binge all the episodes.
I know it's probably it's really in reality. It's probably gonna take me a couple of days to get through that because me and my girl about to watch Love Island too. So I'm gonna be on that, and then of course that's gonna take up the entirety of almost the rest of the summer, or at least the first month or 2 of the summer. And Squid Games comes out at the end of this month, so that's coming as well. You know what I'm saying? But baby steps.
Yeah,
we're still here. Episodes are still gonna be dropping. Reactions are still gonna be dropping. They're not going anywhere. Maybe you see some gaming shit. Maybe I spin around and you know what I'm saying, do this horror game that I've been sitting on for a while. Y'all love to see me get scared. And I already know how I'm gonna edit that video and everything too. So it's just like I just gotta sit down and do it.
I miss doing horror games. Those used to be so fun to play, bro.
It's just hard to do it when I just don't want to be too loud, and you know what I'm saying. Like I'm because I'm loud with those games, so it's just hard. Yeah. I don't want to, because they be hearing me on next door too. So imagine my girl in the next room and I'm playing a horror game at night. You get what I'm saying? I gotta structure that different, but it's okay. It's okay. I can still do other gaming videos along that too. I just gotta come up with an idea and just shoot. Fuck it. What happens? We get no views on the video. Oh well. Next video. I think I just put too much stock into the numbers and my self-worth with the videos and all that, and being let down at 50 views on a video I put fucking 6 hours into.
Bro, let me put this into perspective real quick. I've been looking at hair stuff because obviously, like, I'm about to start like growing my hair out. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm not sure when I'm going to actually commit, but it'll be within the next 3 months. But yeah. So I've been watching this dude since I was probably 16. His name is Gunter the Great, and he is locks. He's like a mixed guy, light skin. and he has 917,000 subscribers.
Mm.
I want to say, look at his channel. He has like 1,000.2 videos, and I'm pretty sure he had another channel prior to this. Because look, it even says, joined June 2nd, 2015, and I'm pretty sure he had videos before that because I wasn't an 18-year-old like just discovering him.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have been.
2015, maybe
Yeah,
a little
I
bit
might have
after
been
that.
18 or 19. Yeah, that I
Yeah.
discovered him because like I didn't start growing my hair for the first time until 2018, like late 2018. Then going into 2019, it was like long enough that I had like the high top. I got it twisted for the first time.
Yeah.
And that was like, a big milestone in my life because I never grew my hair out like ever like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm doing it again, I've been looking at different lock channels. Different channels have been coming up. I saw his, and one of the videos that he dropped has like 23,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
23K, which is not a lot. Not a lot if considering that he has almost 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
So that's why kind of like you can see those numbers drop at any given time. So like he is 23K, and then he is 88K, then 77, then 89, then there's 104, 215, 751,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a 112. Like, so it'll drop.
I get
and
I
they
get it.
fluctuate.
Yeah,
You
and
get what I'm
this is our version of that because we're on a smaller level. We scale it down a bit. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
our last
That's what I'm trying to
podcast
say.
video did amazing though. Like 70 something views on the podcast. I guess because we called it the combo breaker. And that's kind of why I was aiming for. I was like, we could just steal a little bit of y'all over here. It's just us getting better at titling the videos and all that.
Maybe the thumbnail as well. I think the colors and a lot of funny stuff helps. Like you see a controller, you see like a bunch of characters, you're like, oh, this looks cool. You click it.
And then the same guy that commented on the Joey Badass video also said that we should use Joey as a clickbait for the Capital Steez videos, which I actually put those in the notes because someone wants us to do a song, and then the other person that commented wants us to do the album, which we could do because we could just do the same thing, like just 5 songs from the project, 5 random songs. I'll look at the most streamed ones, who pick those, do them, put the video out, and whatever, kind of keep it concise. If they want the whole thing, we'll go and just do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. It's going to be a packed fucking year. I feel the battery in my back right now to just get out here and just record shit and just drop videos. So until next time, Denzel featuring his chair.
Yeah, Denzel with his chair. Well, first of all, like, comment, subscribe if you're listening.
Always.
You're a listener, audio listener. We appreciate you. Hop on over to the YouTube to check out the video podcast. It's a lot more interactive. But yeah, let us know if you have any suggestions for us. Comment, please. Helps with the algorithm.
Yeah.
But yeah, until next time, it's been your guys, Denzel, his chair, Terrell, myself, Rod, and we out, man.
Adios.
But only Cardi can pick the right ones, though.
He's not a rapper. That shit is trash. Look, Rob, that shit is trash. But that beat with that bubbling on the side that I'm tuning out is just fire.
They're just. I feel like he's in too deep now, so he can't really break shit up. But you'll